Before you start TIG welding, make sure you're wearing all the right safety gear and clothing, and make sure your workspace is set up correctly. The TIG welder must be set to the right amperage or amps. Amps control the level of heat you can generate to weld, depending on the type and thickness of metal. To weld together stainless steel between 1.5 and 1.6 millimeters thick, or to weld clean mold steel plates up to 2 millimeters thick, you must set the amperage on the welder to between 60 and 70 amps as shown here. Now, with your auto shade helmet on, hold the electrode handpiece at an angle at around 75 degrees from your workbench. Hold it so it faces in the same direction you want to weld. Keep the tip of the electrode as close to the surface of your workpiece as you can, but make sure you don't touch the electrode into your workpiece. Your electrode will melt and get stuck to the metal you're trying to weld, and that's a real mess to fix. In your other hand, hold the filler wire so it is touching your workpiece at a 15 degrees angle from your workbench. Keep the filler wire about 10 millimeters or the width of your finger away from the electrode tip. Press the switch on the handpiece to start up your welding arc. This is the area your filler wire needs to be fed into to create your weld. A weld pool or pool of molten metal will form in just a few seconds. When the weld pool is formed, start feeding or dipping the filler wire into the weld pool. As soon as you add the filler wire, it will melt into the pool to form a weld bead. It takes less than a second for the weld bead to form to the size you need for a good weld like this. Keep the filler wire within the arc and start moving both the filler wire and the electrode in your other hand forward slowly and steadily all the way along the joint. When you reach the end of the weld run, finish by closing off the weld like this. This helps to make sure the weld won't crack or become weak.